It's Sunday again, but Bitcoin might be making a really crucial move here, and that's why, hence I said, it's over. We're gonna get a really big move by today or tomorrow. The move will be in the next 24 hours. And if you want to know in which direction that move for Bitcoin is going to go, then make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these really important updates. And now let me show you what I have found. So we're gonna start off with the funding rates. First of all, when we are looking now at the funding rates, we see something really healthy, and that is that most of the funding rates, they are back to neutral. So you can see that here with all the white ones marked. So we are back in neutral across the board, which is really healthy. That means the market has more or less already completely reset when it comes to the funding rates, and that means that gives us the room to make a move in either direction. But I'm gonna show you in a second what I believe what direction we will be actually going here. So, and that is really good. Also here Bitcoin, you see only on CoinEx. I never traded on CoinEx, don't even know if they have a lot of volume. On CoinEx and on OKX and on Deribit, there are the funding rates not at neutral, but yeah, the majority of exchanges has neutral funding rates right now. When we are going then into a Bitcoin, here on the 1 hourly chart, we see that Bitcoin is struggling to break back into that resistance area here that starts from $36,650-ish all the way up to $37,200. But I believe that in the next 2-3 hours-ish, we're going to see a move into that resistance, because the stochastic RSI is already turning around here to try to give us a buy signal, and the RSI is going sideways, but also this might turn up here in the next 2 to 3 hours. Further, we can also see that we are forming here ascending triangle would break to the upside here. That would give us a technical target of $37,700 approximately. So that would be also the next trade that I will be taking potentially personally. And I'm gonna give you now the exact setup for this trade. So the entry would be around $36,700. My stop loss would be here at these recent created lows. At $36,430, and then we have to take profit all the way up here at $37,720 approximately. So that is a 1 to 3.63 risk to reward ratio. So that that means the reward is 3 times higher than the potential risk that we are taking. So, and that is then a trade that I am looking to be taken here. When we are looking here at the percentage move, so we're talking about 2.77%. So that is something that I would trade with 20x leverage. So I can make here almost 60% to the upside. And if it turns against me, I lose 15% on that specific position. So I might let this position run higher, just for the simple reason that if we see that move happening, that at $37,200, we have that resistance coming in. If we break and slice through it and go higher, then I will just adjust my stop loss when we get to the take profit point here to $37,200. So, and that is then a take profit, a stop loss in profit. So if we see something like this happening, I will be stopped out in profit because down here was our entry. I believe that if we move to this target up here, that we touch at least $38,000 again. And I believe that with the next touch, we, like I explained 2 days ago, we're actually going to see a break through that level and continue in direction of $40,000. So this might be the trade that we have been waiting for to take our trade to $40,000 and potentially a little bit beyond $40,000. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade with me together, do it on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 for that specific link here where I negotiated that deal for you guys. Or on BITGET, $30,000 plus 20% on your initial deposit. But the money that you get extra from a deposit can be only used for trading. And the profits out of it, that is what you can actually withdraw. So be aware of that. But also, yeah, only with my link here. And if you have an account on one of these exchanges and at least $250 in it, then scroll a little bit further down to my Discord link. Here with that Discord link, you will be able to join my Discord if you have an account on Phemex, BITGET or BYBIT and at least $250 on that account. That is the requirement to join. And if you don't know how to learn properly, take advantage now. Go to amcrypto.us to become part of my educational program. I spent months over months developing the program just for you guys so that you have the best state-of-the-art education to become a professional trader. So you should also definitely go and check that out. So now enough from my sponsored nonsense. Let's go back to Bitcoin here. When we are looking at liquidation levels, we can see that it is quite balanced right now when it comes to price action. Liquidation levels above and beneath us. So we see here, we have here a block slightly above us with over leveraged positions from 36,400 to 37,250. But then we have also beneath us a block. So here just beneath us is also a block at 36,300 to 35,400. If I take into account the lower leverage liquidation levels from these longs, then even $34,500. So, but I don't believe that we would grab them immediately. The liquidation levels to the upside are more in favor to be taken, and let me explain you why. There is so much liquidity above us from lower leverage short positions that it's way more attractive to push the price into this liquidity area than for sending it down. Because once they're sending it down, they have to push it all the way down to $31,000 because they can immediately grab also everything here. And that makes right now not a lot of sense, because then it will be really hard to send the price back up to the levels where we are at right now and potentially even higher. So it makes much more sense to send it first up, take all this liquidity, and then send it down and grab all the underlying liquidity on the way to the downside. So, and that is, in my opinion, what we will be able to see here over the next couple of days unfolding. Maybe Bitcoin chops a little bit sideways here just to take out some high leverage liquidation levels on both sides before it goes sent to the upside. But for me, the direction is still to the upside here, also because we are still maintaining overall bullish structure here with higher lows that we are creating along the line. So as long as we are not breaking this low here at $33,400 approximately, we are not really in trouble. But yeah, once that is taken out, then I would definitely flip short here. Let me go to this chart here. So I think this chart is a little bit distorted. In the past, it worked pretty well with these curves. So if you look at it, we are still more or less doing the same thing what we did here, just that the resistance is sitting somewhere else. So we have basically two resistance levels. One we are in right now, that is here. And then we have directly above us another one, and that was not the case here on in the past. So that's why we have to adjust that chart a little bit. So but once we're breaking here above $36,800, we break into the next one and continue the uptrend. And just like I just said, you know, so the direction is still here to the upside, especially with an ascending triangle like this here. That here was just a massive fake out. And you can see on the 4-hourly chart, by tomorrow, the price action has to make a decision to break to the upside or to the downside. But we are trending to the upside, and also again the indicators are in alignment with that on the 4-hourly chart. Stochastic about to give a buy signal, RSI going sideways, MACD somewhat bullish, price action in a bullish structure. So again, favored to go here to the upside. On the daily chart, the same thing. Indicators have fully reset. The stochastic is at the bottom here. Again, the RSI sideways, and here I expect fading selling pressure on the MACD with today's daily close. But I don't want to rule out that we see one more touchdown here into the EMA ribbon and then actually price action gets sent to the upside. Unless tomorrow's candle is directly sending to the upside, I want that you are aware of that and not rule this out, that we could see this fake out to the downside really quick and then actually straight afterwards go to the upside. So I'm watching a scenario like this. Right now it doesn't look like that it's going to happen, but I want you to be aware that something like this can technically happen here. Here on this 1 hourly chart, here's not much to say than what I said already. But here on the weekly chart. So here on the weekly chart, I want to point out again that today's weekly close is really, really important for Bitcoin, because if the price action stays as it is and tomorrow we get a small push to the upside, I'm 100% certain that we see continuation and that we are finally breaking this stupid level here, that resistance level of $37,200 all the way up to $38,000, and that Bitcoin will see next week or the week after that $40,000. I'm 100% certain of that if we are closing the weekly candle as it is and tonight and tomorrow price action starts to move to the upside. Only then, I want to remind you, don't say he said 100% going to the upside. No. Today and tomorrow, we need to see with the new weekly candle a push to the upside. If the push is not coming or not sustainable with a daily close tomorrow, then we go most likely sideways and see it the week after that. So I want you to be here really clear with you guys. So I also want to have a quick look here on the CME chart. So here on the CME, you see here was the last gap that we had, the red one from last week. So now we have a new gap, but it's so small. Where's the price right now? Yeah, we will either get no gap or like a $10 gap. So it is not even worth pointing it out. It is so small. I still believe that the price action will be sent later today to the upside. But look here, it's so small. I cannot even show it on the chart. Oh, I made it exactly $1. Yeah, so that is the CME gap. So it's basically nothing. It's absolutely nothing. So most likely we will not get a CME gap tonight, which is fine. What I want to give you here as a remark, usually if we don't get a CME gap, it has happened, I think 2-3 months ago the last time, where it happened multiple times, that we did not get a CME gap. And if we did not get a CME gap, price action was sent to the upside. I'm not saying this has to happen, but it has happened in the past. That's why I'm saying you have to pay attention tonight. What time will it be? It's like in 9 hours. In 9 hours, CME will open again. So you have to pay attention in 9 hours what's going to happen here with the price action, which will be like 9 hours is like my 11 p.m. So because I'm not, as you can see, I'm not at home right now. So it will be my 11 p.m. When the video comes out, it will be most likely an hour later. So you have to go an hour back. It's now for me 2 p.m. 11 p.m. tonight, I believe, that we're going to see Bitcoin move to the upside. That will also coincide more or less with, no, not yet with the opening of the Asian session. The Asian session is opening around my 1 or 2 a.m. in the night. So yeah, but maybe we get a front run of the Asia session. That is also something that I'm looking out for. Then the USD dominance is still facing resistance here at the 6.52% level. I expect that level to hold unless Bitcoin has a black swan, and starts puking and goes straight down. Unless that is not happening, I don't see that level to be broken, and see, if not already today, then by tomorrow, a steep rejection to the downside, and that will give a relief pump to most of the altcoins out there, and we will see a lot of altcoins actually then printing again. When we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance is already having a fake out here to the downside, which is nice. So we get closer to 52%. I still believe that level will be broken here pretty soon, unless Bitcoin makes like $1,000, $2,000 move to the upside, then maybe we get to 54%. So, but if that is not happening and Bitcoin goes steadily and slowly up and not like in really quick jumps like that, then most likely the dominance will continue to fall while Bitcoin is slowly grinding its way up. So here's also another resistance that we can watch, downwards trending resistance. As long as that resistance is not broken, the dominance is not going anywhere to the upside. So, but like I said, if Bitcoin starts moving, we should start watching it, because it's possible that we see then a break of that line here. The total market cap is also still sitting above the support level, which is really nice here to see, around $1.36 trillion. Also here, I don't see any changes. Next week's candle, how that is looking is really important, because what I would like preferably to see is a push it to the upside with the total market cap overall, something like this, into $1.44 trillion, kind of in that vicinity. That would be a really nice push here for altcoins. Then really quick, Ethereum. Ethereum has lost right now this upward sloping trend line, which is technically a bad sign, but we found support here at $1,900 approximately. This here could be still all a fake out. So if we are able by tomorrow to reclaim $1,985, I would consider this to be a fake out, because on the higher time frames, it's like 2 free candles. Yeah, so it's 2 candles beneath that line here right now. So if today or tomorrow we break back above that line, consider this move here to the downside a fake out, where people just got shaken out of the market because they other people were also watching that line and panicking when we were breaking it, so that is potential fake out. And that's why I still have my Ethereum position. I did not do anything with it. My entry is somewhere actually here, slightly under that level here, kind of here. So here's my entry level, more or less, from my Ethereum position. So you see, we did not even get close to it. So I'm fine, So if we would have broken here $1,900, most likely I would have closed my position. But it held and bounced up from there. So now we have to reclaim this upward sloping support line, which is now a resistance line. And if we do that by today or tomorrow, we will also most likely see a continuation to the upside. Guys, that's it already for today's episode. Make sure that you are joining my Discord, because I'm going to drop a lot of altcoin trades tonight into that Discord. I will just grab some lunch really quick and then come straight back and do this for you guys. So make sure that you are in the Discord. And don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.